You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they go slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot. When I do the readings,
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Bardman, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, by the way, everybody. How are you doing? It is a fine and lovely Tuesday night. We got Ashley, Andrew, Maruta, Effie, Lover. We got, who else? I think that's it. Reiki, PieWar, and I think we're good. Bardman, thank you again for your donation. Let's do a little reading. Bardman wants the good anime tarot, not the one that ever turned. By the way, look what came. Look what came today. It's a Star Trek tarot deck and guidebook. So yeah, this is the one with the really generic pictures in it. I like that. Make it so. So we're going to unbox this tomorrow morning. And hopefully it'll work out because, you know, I have high hopes. I'm not going to give up on it yet. I'm going to make it so and unbox it and pray that it looks decent. And then, well, we'll see. Michelle C., what's going on? Good to see you. Okay, let's go with the Bardman. I want to know, how will my new friendship with Regine, I guess Regine, female, the good anime tarot, indeed, Sky and a lover. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. Let's get the good anime tarot, if we can find it. It was over here. Here it is. So I got a new monitor today, and it's an oversized monitor. It is 43 inches. And so I'm like, yay, 43-inch monitor. And unfortunately, it's giving me massive amounts of eye strain. So we're going to give it one more day, and we're going to pray that the eye strain goes away. And if it doesn't, I guess we're going to have to return it, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I just wish that it would work out. But I mean, it's not a little eye strain. It is a massive amount of eye strain. So I can't really do that all day, every day. So we're going to have to take that back to the store, maybe. So I think moving back would help, but then I move back and it's blurry. So I need to be a certain distance from the monitor for my glasses to work. You know what I mean? PieWar, YouTube user again. I thank you for your donations. All right. How will the new friendship with the female turn out? Strength. Ooh, Prince of Wands. We got the Seven of Swords and the Tower. I would be careful. This person has very limited patience to do things. It's like they have very limited patience. Like they'll give you this amount of patience and they'll do this and they'll do that. And then they're kind of done with it. They have a very limited scope. They're also a little bit on the selfish side. I'm not going to lie, a little bit on the selfish side, but it's like, well, you know, that's it. That's the way it goes. Seven of Swords is overall, you got to be careful kind of what you say to this individual. You definitely want to frame it in a way that they like to hear it. You definitely want to sort of, you know, pretend that things may be okay when they're not okay, just to sort of appease this particular individual. But the tarot and such, welcome, good to see you. But the Seven of Swords with the Tower. This is ultimately, this is kind of a very fair weather type of friend. This is going to be somebody who may bail on you if you sort of cause any drama, may bail on you if you say something they don't like or anything like that. They just have a tendency to be kind of self-centered and very self-focused, right? They need this to be happy. They need that to be happy. And it's just like one of those things that goes with it. But yeah, you got to be careful about what you say, how you address things with this. Prince of Wands definitely says too that they want to be a little bit more in control than you think. So they sort of relax and kind of easygoing and whatnot. But the reality is they want to be in control. They kind of want to be just this individual in your life that does command certain things or needs this to go that way. Ultimately, if you have patience with this person, I think they're okay. I mean, they're not somebody you just need to get rid of, but you definitely need to frame things properly in order to address things with them. You also need to think about what they want to hear rather than just talk normally. So, I mean, a lot of, you know, walking on eggshells with this particular individual. Overall, it looks like a decent person. It just looks like that they need things to go their way, or they need things to go in a particular direction in order to be happy. And some people are just like that, I guess. But yeah. So you definitely want to watch what you say with that particular individual. But, you know, they seem all right. Other than that, they seem okay. But anyway, I mean, you know, entertainment purposes only. You know, never base your friendship solely upon a fat man reading your card on the internet, especially one that can't handle a big monitor. You know what I'm saying? Can't handle the big monitor in the life. You gotta watch out for those. Anyway, but yeah. So I don't know what it is. The blue light settings. Yeah, I've fiddled with the settings a lot, but just like this massive amount of eye strain. So I don't know. I'm going to give it one more day. I'm going to see if it's all right, because I mean, text is text is text. So you should be able to read text on anything, just have a larger surface area to do that. But, you know, that's the way it goes. Anyway, so we'll give it one more day. We'll see if we're going to keep it or not. Because I do like a bigger screen. I just don't want to have eye strain to where it's like really bothering me kind of thing. But, you know, that's the way it goes. Anyway, all right, should I accept the position? Four of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Moon. Ultimately, I think that you should. I think going to work over there and sort of getting that thing going on, I think going to work over there isn't bad. We can sort of sit over there, get the work done, do the work, all of that other stuff. Mizrak, welcome to the stream. How you doing? But yeah, that Moon says, as far as this position is concerned, you don't really fit in immediately. It takes an adjustment period for you to fit into this particular place. Two of Swords says it's like a little bit wonky as we join, but overall the Four of Cups says, yeah, we bring in things into this place that is good, that they haven't seen. So you're going to bring in some uniqueness, some cool things, some excitement, some, you know, Four of Cups kind of things that they haven't seen before. And I think that they're going to get kind of excited about that, because it's always cool to have somebody that knows a little bit of something different and knows a little bit of this or that. And we don't know these kind of things. So it expands our knowledge. It gets us excited about it. Be random with me. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? But yeah, that Four of Cups is kind of cool. Moon ultimately says, go right on in there. It's time for the journey. It's time to get out of the water and onto the land. Everybody's cheering you on over here, the dog, the wolf, and everybody else. So get on to that and definitely get in this different environment, because it is going to be different indeed. And, you know, ultimately, I like it. I think it's a pretty good environment to be in. And you definitely bring in some unique things that they haven't seen before, which is good. Because that's always exciting. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. What are you doing with Excel like that? I didn't know you could do that in Excel. I mean, you know, a lot of that things. Anyway, Empress, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, well, hello to you, Sky. So will I be able to go? on testosterone soon. You know what we got? We got the perfect deck for you, my friend. We got the perfect deck for you. We got the Divine Masculine Tarot. Now, everybody on this stream knows that this is in my top 10 decks of all time. It comes, well, it doesn't come with a book, but it comes with this big, beautiful book that you could buy separately that was absolutely marvelous. Like, I don't know how much time they put into that book, but it had to be more than they put into the cards. It was impressive. It was impressive, is what I'm saying. But putting all the decks I just used away, yeah. You need a tarot tower. I'm just saying. You need one of those tarot towers to be happening over there. All right. Well, can we get this done? Yes. Divine Masculine says, oh, Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance themselves, Star, and the Four of Wands. I do think so. I'm going to go with a thumbs up here. Knight of Cups is all about the testosterone kind of thing, right? Just getting the testosterone going, getting the hair done, getting the suit of armor on, and getting the support that you need. Because I think it is a matter of getting support, or getting people interested in supporting us and going forth and making it happen. Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance, is all about sort of the flow, the sort of the flowing of the testosterone, flowing of the body and everything else. Wise One, thank you for your donation. And Sarah, welcome to the stream. Ultimately, the Stars is this definitely a place that you need to be, something that you need to do. Going to be exciting overall for you to make that happen. Four of Wands says it is a new home for you. It's a place that you're comfortable with. It's a place that you like. It really gets you into that new home, that new environment that you enjoy being in, that you really enjoy sort of having experience. And I think that you have this level of support from other people about this as well. So overall, it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. If you do not have this is called the Divine Masculine Tarot. The card quality is spectacular, just spectacular. The images are great, wonderful, beautiful. The book that you could buy separately is stunning, Anyway, I got to get that and show that off one day. I got to do another one. I got to do another top 10 decks of all time. Yeah, we need to get that, maybe get Dr. Mystical in here for that one. All right, we're going to do a Gustave Dore for YouTube, a user, making it happen tonight, seeing if Jocelyn is bailing. Is Jocelyn going to be there any longer? Are they going to kick it out of there? What are they going to do over there? Making it happen. Let's see if Jocelyn's going to hang around. Oh, man. Did we see is this one in the previous reading we said was out of there? Because I do remember somebody being out of there. Oh, Jesus, they're out of there. Yeah, they are leaving the company indeed. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but if I had to say leaving the company or not, you got a Three of Swords over here, the heartbreak. They're just not happy. You got that. Everybody else has that. Everybody sort of gets that idea. They understand. They know that the Three of Swords are just not happy. They're just not content to do things as is right now, right? Just a little bit of that upset. Star says they have a pathway, though, and their pathway is out of there because the Page of Pentacles says they don't really make enough money, as they say, and they want to pursue something where they do make money, they do get something going. A Page of Pentacles, I'm just not happy where I'm at, and I could use more of an expansion kind of thing, making that happen. Anyway, Amber, welcome. Amber, we only have 5 people in the queue. It's pretty clean. Amber, nice and short queue. We just started a few minutes ago, but yeah, I do think that is another thumbs up. That I think they're bailing, leaving the company. They got to go. They have to go. YouTube user says, I got another question. It is below. Why don't you click on it? I sent in a bunch of texts yesterday. Obviously, they don't respond. Are they just sad? How are they feeling? What is going on? Are they feeling all right? Or are they just fed up with everything? But some people are just like that. They're just like fed up with everything. They're like, oh my, I don't know. Let's see if that's going to be all right. Hopefully hopefully that'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see. 8 of Swords, a 6 of Wands, and the Star. The Star's back. The Star's back. I mean, the 6 of Wands, they're not really sad. They just don't want to interact with you. I mean, let's do that. They're not really sad. They just don't want to interact with you right now, right? Eight of Swords. I mean, you know, you're sort of in that cage. They're sort of a viewing and they don't really want to deal with it right now. They don't really want to add that to their stress level or stuff like that. They're just kind of letting you do what you want to do and what have you. But Eight of Swords just says, you know, I'm just going to keep to myself. I'm going to keep isolated. Amber, I thank you for your donation. But keeping isolated, keeping going on my thing. Six of Wands, I'm going to make my own success. I'm not going to do much of anything but just be successful right now. I don't want to deal with that. We'll do that later. So I definitely think they'll be coming back later. But for right now, they're just doing a Six of Wands, kind of doing their own thing, right? The star says ultimately you're still connected with them. Sometimes you just got to take a break. Sometimes you need a little time away, or so they say, from each other. Lani, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, the star says, you know, we're connected, but I got my own thing. I just got my own thing. They're not really feeling sad. I just think they're just doing their thing, you know, just making it happen. Nico, I thank you for your donation as well. We got PieWar coming up next. Will my special needs daughter have a good first day of school? I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. Let's go. With a little bit of push kitty action over here with a push kitty tarot and yeah, the pastel kitty tarot. Yeah, that's what she needs is a push kitty tarot. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I mean, wouldn't that be kind of fun? A little push kitty tarot action. But yeah, let's see what's going on with all of that. All right, we're going to have a good first day at school. Wheel of Fortune, a new normal. Okay, very nice. King of Cups, very welcoming. Eight of Wands, sort of moving on, getting things done. All right, so we got a good reading here. King of Cups is ultimately... Amber, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Ultimately... we just feel a little alone when we first get there. You know, it's that first day of school. We feel a little bit alone. We feel like we're just not belonging. It feels like we're sort of isolated. Every single human being in the history of mankind feels the exact same way on the first day of school. It feels like, man, I don't want to be here. It feels like, you know, the King of Cups, I'm just emotionally isolated. You know, I'm not feeling it. I'm not grooving with it. I'm not feeling it. Two of Swords, it feels like a totally different world than what I should be in, what I'm always in, and what have you. I think with time, they get used to it, though. So, yeah, first day of school, a little bit uncomfortable. They're going to have some fun, you know. They kind of figure out where they fit in. I think that's the important part. Figure out where we fit in, right? We fit in here and here and here. So I think as we're moving, as we're making the trek of the journey, you get it as we're making the trek, as we're making the journey through, what's that noise? As we're making the journey through there, as we're making it, we sort of need to figure out where we fit in, how we are going to address things, what have you. Lani, I thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, Eight of Wands. Ultimately, they'll figure it out. Okay, they'll figure it out. So a little isolated at first, don't really want to be there, kind of foreign everything. Wheel of Fortune said it becomes the new normal, right? I'm going to go to the school. I'm going to see my same friends I always see. Ultimately, you know, a little uncomfortable, but then they just, they make it happen. Not a problem, because Wheel of Fortune is making a new normal, making a new schedule, doing things that we always do, and you know, just sort of going forth and living our life, as we say. So I think that's the big takeaway here. I think that's the big thing. Anyway, utubeuser has a question about R. utubeuser is like, look, R has stopped communicating. Whoa, did you see that? That was a magic trick. Did you like that magic trick? I just like Scooby yanked this thing off the table. Anyway, but yeah. You know, stories like a royal creep. What's going on in his head about me? I'm busy with work. But he watches all my Instagram stories like a creep. Okay. Stop communicating, but he's still creeping on you. All right. I don't know. Let's see. We'll get straight to the point here. Super Linares, version 2. Version 2. I think that's going to be the way to go with this one. All right. Now, that's kind of weird. Like, at least they could have the courtesy to communicate with you if they're going to stalk you, right? If they're going to stalk you. All right, let's see what's going on with all of this. Let's get to the root and the heart of this particular issue, because this sounds weird indeed. What is going on with R? Oh, King of Cups. The three, ultimately they found somebody else. I'm sorry, ultimately they found somebody else. The Three of Swords, a little bit of a heartbreak. Now, they didn't really get very serious with you, so they really don't want you to upset you or to put you through the heartbreak and things like that. I mean, they just don't want to do that. They feel like that, yeah, they didn't really, y'all didn't really synchronize as well as you could, and they just found somebody different that they like a little bit better. Ultimately, they're not really going to tell you about it because they don't want to break your heart, you know. They'll be like, because they don't know how you feel about it. They'll be like, because you kind of talked and had a good vibe and what have you, but then everything ultimately just went, went sort of south. But yeah, the Seven of Cups. I got other love options. I got other people I'm seeing. A Three of Swords. I don't really want to tell you that I found somebody else. It's not like a business we're running here. I'm just going to go and do my own thing. But I think they're still interested in you as sort of maybe later kind of thing, or you kind of pique their interest a little bit, and they want to just see what's going on. The King of Cups, they just kind of emotionally separated, but kind of watching and perusing and all this other stuff. They have more free time than you think. That's what I want to think. More free time than you would expect with this particular individual. But yeah, at least in my opinion. Wise one, next 7 days. A little bit of the White Fly Tarot. We can do that. White Fly Tarot, the stinkiest tarot that we have ever encountered on this stream. It is the White Fly Tarot, but the good news is the stank clears up later. You just gotta air it out. So if you get this White Fly Tarot and you're like, this thing stinks, you just gotta air it out, and then you will be great. Scooby, yeah, Effie, sometimes you gotta Scooby yank things off the table. It's like a magic trick where they yank the tablecloth out from underneath it and all the dishes stay on the table. One of those. I think that could be it. All right, 7 days. What's going to happen? Wise one, Judgment, Rebirth, Reincarnation, making it happen. Empress and the Three of Pentacles. Wow, something big at work. I just think that you're getting set up for some big things at work. You're getting set up for some changes, some judgment, rebirth, reincarnation, readdressing things, redoing things. Three of Pentacles at work. Almost like we have to do it as a team. We have to sort of get things. We have to address it. We have to get things on the schedule. We have to make things happen. It's almost like you have this new thing at work. It's kind of exciting. It's kind of cool. It's kind of invigorating. I think that you like it. Empress says you're at home with it. So yeah, work is building up, building and building and building. And I think that you kind of see all of a sudden in the distance, you're like, whoa, wait. What is that? Do you want to work on that? Is something going on with that? I think it's going to happen there. I think that it is going to happen there. I have an interpretation question associated Ten of Swords with sex. I don't know if Maruta, if sex involves getting stabbed 10 times in the back, that is not something I want to get jiggy with, is what I'm saying. I mean, I just said, hold on, let's look. All right, let's look. We got to take a break. And I want to address Maruta's question right now. Let's get to the swords. Let's get straight over to the swords. Where are my swords? Oh man, that is, let's see. Here we go. No, that's not it. It's going to be the last card, isn't it? I thought it was going to be a hilarious joke. Okay. If sex involves that many swords to the back, that is not going to be an orgasm opportunity, okay? That's going to be dead end on the orgasm. That is going to be a no-go. That is going to not, there's
music to make love to.
There's no music to make love to on that one. That's just going to be, unless you have taps or something, playing taps. Da, da, da. But yeah, they getting nailed. I call the orgasm the little death. That doesn't look like a little death. That looks like a big death. I mean, just in my opinion, entertainment purposes only. Never orgasm with 10 swords in your back based upon a fat man reading your cards on the head. But I'm just saying, that doesn't look like a little death to me. That has, it's a little too intense. I mean, you know, some people may like to get choked or something like that, but stabbed 10 times, probably not. Probably not on everybody's list. I don't know. I don't know, though. I mean, you know, maybe I'm just like really boring in bed. I mean, that could be something. That could be something indeed. So, you know, I don't know. Anyway, did they realize that they crossed the line yesterday? Oh, Jesus. Will they sort things out for me? Sarah. People be crossing the line on Sarah. You got to treat Sarah good. You got to treat Sarah quite nicely. What are we doing crossing the line over there? Just what I'm saying. All right, the Wonder World Tarot is coming up next. We got it going on. John Madden. Oh, man. You know, I love your football games, man. All right. But yeah, you know, I haven't played a Madden since like 19. It's been a long time. I just got burned out, you know, a little bit on the burnout side of the football games. And thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Cross the line. A 9 of coins. Okay. 9 of swords, a 7 of swords. They do. I mean, they do realize something happened over there, a little bit on the harsh side over there. We're going to have to do a thumbs up over here. Here's what happened. 7 of swords, right? We're literally crossing the line. We're literally going over there. We're crossing the line with the materials, with the ideas, with the things. We really don't care. I think that's the thing. They really just don't care about this particular thing. 9 of swords says, yeah, they made people worry, especially maybe you. They made people worry. There's some concern over here, but ultimately they're just like, hey, this is what we do. This is how it goes. It's not going to be a big deal. Just sort of deal with it. 9 of swords, just sort of do what we always do, right? But if it makes somebody concerned, that's going to be the way it is. 5 of wands is ultimately they're ready for a fight about this. They don't care. I'm ready. I got a little 5 of wands. I got my stick over there. Or what is it? I don't know. What is that? Anyway, I got my game going. I got things over here. I'm busy. I got my own ordeals over here. I don't really want to deal with that. 5 of wands is a little Lord of strife there. A little problem action. They just don't care. Ultimately, 9 of coins. They want what's best for them. The way it goes. So no. They do realize they crossed the line. So that's a yes. Spirit and Maria. Welcome. Good to see you. They do realize they crossed the line. They do realize they ticked off some people, and they started some combat. Ultimately, they just 9 of coins. I'm going to do what I do. If anybody cares, that's fine. If anybody doesn't care, that's fine. I'm just going to do things that I've always done. I'm just going to deal with it the way I always do. It's not going to be a big deal at all. So, I mean, so yeah, they realize it, but not a lot of dedication or not a lot of repercussions that they're kind of set up for with that. Update on getting this book published. Let's make it happen. Let's get this book published right now. What kind of things are we not getting? What kind of things are we having issues with? We're going to see what's going on with all of that. Sheila, I know you as well. Yes, I did. All right. Yeah, Sheila, I know you. Sheila, I didn't say I don't know you. I know you. Sheila, I remember you. I definitely remember you. I think I still have the log file of everybody that's ever donated somewhere. But in there is a bunch of Sheilas. So yeah, I remember you indeed. All right, Amber wants to know what is happening over here. Amber, look at the tickled pink. Interesting. 10%. Ace of Swords. Getting the book published. All right, here's my thing. Update on getting the book published. You have to find the right audience to make this happen. So you have to find the right publishing firm. You have to find the right kind of thing. You definitely do kind of do that. And I think I pointed the last time, remind me if I did. I think I pointed out the last time that self-publishing could be a venue for this also. 10 of Pentacles says there's money in the book. Okay, clearly there are things in the book. There are things that are happening in the book. So you do want to get this out. 10 of Pentacles says, I can make some pretty decent cash here. I think that is exciting, and that's definitely something that you want to pursue. You want to peruse, what have you. 10 of Pentacles is going to get you where you need to be. Tickled Pink says there's going to be a lot of people that are excited about the book. I think you have a big book signing. Once it sort of gets out there and people see it, people want it, this is going to be exciting indeed. Tickled Pink also says that the material in the book book is definitely going to make some people happy. But I think you're just running into kind of people that may be bouncing it back. But yeah, I don't know. People are going to like it. Just need to get it out there, right? Ace of Swords. It's all about getting the communication open. So if you can get somebody, if you can get a publisher, keep going for it, right? But yeah. You know, you just have to get the right audience. I think the right audience is hard to find sometimes. I think you have a lot of competition here. There's a lot of other things happening in the world. People are really busy. People are doing their own thing. People are trying this, trying that. And ultimately, you may have to do self-publishing indeed. Ace of Swords says, I just need one opportunity, and that opportunity to make it, and it's going to be a big hit once I do. But yeah, there's money in there. We just got to extract the money through the proper channels. And the proper channel may be self-publishing. The only problem with self-publishing is you don't get the free advertising. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of difficult indeed. Nico, how will the new job work out? Oh, everybody loves the new job opportunities. We are going to go with the Wizard's Tarot. By the way, it looks like this. It is the little Wizard's Tarot. Everybody loves this one. This is the exciting one indeed. So yeah. Careless Whisper, I'm glad you made it. Welcome, Careless Whisper. Good to see you. All right. Let's see. See, I still need to do the George Michael Careless Whisper thing. So I got surgery. Well, yeah. So it just a lot of stuff going on. I gotta do a lot of different things. So I'm running behind on a lot of stuff. So yeah, you know, I had to wait around over at the girlfriend's house today for a package and all this other stuff. I should have been making videos. I should have been doing a lot of stuff. I had to just sit over there. Anyway, all right. There'll be a new job at work out. Is that going to be decent? Is it going to be good? Knight of Pentacles. Nice. Three of Swords and the Page of Wands. All right. Wise One. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Overall, new job. Man, that doesn't pay as good as you thought it was. Man, there's a disappointment in the pay scale. It feels like I'm not getting paid what I work, not getting paid what I need. I'm not getting paid ultimately kind of where I want to be at the end of the day. So there's some difficulty making that happen. Page of Pentacles. I just don't feel I'm getting paid. I think that's one of the biggest problems. I'm just not getting paid what I need. Stability of the job. Overall, it looks good. I'm just saying, Nico looks pretty good. You're looking at a decent level of stability, a lot of good things. I think there's two people there that you really make a good impression with. You sort of make good friends with, and I think they are around, and they are sort of a good friend that you can kind of rely on. I think you have a lot of good contacts, a lot of good things happening over there, and I think that's cool indeed, because that's kind of what you need. You don't need everybody to be your friend, right? You just need a couple of people to be on your side. And I think that's the big thing, because then they'll tell you all about the rumor mill over there and how things are this and things like that. Marley's Tarot and Mina. Welcome. Good to see both of y'all. But that Three of Swords, right? There's going to be somebody there that just doesn't like you. Just ignore it. They're not a drama starter. They're not a rumor mill. They just seem to have some issue with you. The biggest thing you need to do, Nico, is completely ignore. Just act like they don't exist. You do your job. You do your job the way that you do, which is exceptional. People love you. People appreciate you for it. And then that Page of Wands. Just do whatever you need to do in order to just avoid the person when you can. Again, two good friends. One person that may not like you all that much. Sarah, thank you for your donation. But the Knight of Pentacles, a good, steady job. I like it. The pay, though, is just not as shiny and pretty as you'd like it to be. But you know, there's always that. There's always you always got that one thing about the new job. You're like, well, it was great, but one thing, and never focus on the one thing is what always my advice. Focus on the big picture. That is going to be the big thing indeed. Amber is the big thing tonight. My 13-year-old daughter wants an end of summer update. What kind of things do we got going on? Oh, we got a, I don't know. We'll do an end of summer update. Man, school is starting, ain't it? School is literally starting in like what, a week? School's starting in like a week. So we got the countdown is here. The countdown is here indeed. So yeah, let's see what's going on, Amber. Hopefully it goes well. Go back to school, get all the school supplies. We had tax-free weekend over here, and all the stores were packed and busy, which you expect, right? Carol, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. The Magician, Ace of Air, and the High Priestess. A lot of good cards over here. I like it. In the summer update, man, Page of Water. We're not ready for summer to end. That's the first thing. We're not ready for summer to end, and that is one of the exception things here, right? We're just not prepared. We're not ready. Not something I want to sign up for. It's like, oh man, that Page of Water. I just want to hang on to the summer for a little bit longer. Maybe not the brutal heat and dry spells and all that other stuff. By the way, did you hear in the United Kingdom that they're restricting showers now? There was a story on oilprice.com where they're restricting showers from the drought in the UK. But anyway, yeah, the Page of Water. I'm just not ready. Not ready. Need a little more time. Magician says that, as we're approaching the beginning of school, I think the curriculum, I think a lot of the things that we're taking is really fun. It's like there's something cool in the air. Maybe it's one of the projects that people are doing. Maybe it's an opportunity up there at the school for volunteering. Maybe we're going to band. Maybe we're doing it with this or that. But there's something very fun and cool. The Magician. I'm able to use my unique skills in order to do some really cool stuff. I think this is the year to make it happen. Ultimately, we meet somebody that's super cool, super awesome this particular year. I think it's a brand new person. We meet them. It's going to be a few months into the year, a few months. It could be a couple of months into the school year, and we meet this individual. Ace of Swords, a new interaction, new communication. Very good indeed. And the High Priestess. There's a lot of interesting things in the school too. So I think there's something either extracurricular, something fun, something cool. We have a new friend sort of coming about. Definitely not ready to go back, but ultimately the High Priestess is all about sort of learning things, expanding, growing. What can we do? How are we going to do it? Sort of finding ourselves in the social aspect of a school, in my opinion. All right. So hopefully that helped. Anyway, Lani is next. What is the Gemini feeling about me? What are the next moves? The next move's gonna happen over here. We're gonna use the default that we always love for all love readings, and that is gonna be this one over here. Modern Love Tarot. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Wonder why they keep creeping up on us. I don't know. I started school today. I've never seen school start in early August before. Yeah, I guess they want to get them back into school. I know that the lockdowns and all that other stuff kind of threw the school year off a little bit. So maybe they're trying to make up for that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in school, and my child is too old to be in school. So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Y'all's with the youngerlings. You can tell me. Anyway, Temperance card, Knight of Pentacles, Magician, Knight of Wands, and a couple of Knights. Man, I think they're really sort of coming around. I think they're going to get on that stage where they just want to get something done. They want to interact. They want some cool stuff. The Temperance card. Things are going to be balanced out a little bit, right? So because I think they have been in a level of imbalance, and I think that you do need to find that balance level, and that's going to be the Temperance card, where things do sort of come around to our advantage. Things do come around a little bit, and I think the Gemini balances out a little bit better. Overall, Knight of Pentacles says, yeah, things are going to stabilize. That's a good thing, because the Gemini is very unstable. They're over here, they're over there, very unpredictable. You don't know when or where anything's going to happen with this. Knight of Pentacles says stability is what you need. Stability is what you're going to get. And I think I'd mentioned in the last reading that stability is coming. I still think it's coming. I still think this is an opportunity for that. Knight of Pentacles says that is an open door indeed. That's definitely something you want to do. Magician says when you get the opportunity, YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Magician says when you get the opportunity, you need to be upfront about just letting them know that you've had some problems with what's going on, right? Because just the unpredictability, the literal Gemini two sides sort of coming in through that Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords as they move too fast or they move too slow. They don't have a level of predictability. I think once you start talking to them, sort of address the situation, I think they'll agree. They'll be like, look, I know, here's why, here's what's going on. I think you're going to get an answer finally to some of the it's easy for me to say, some of the mysteries that are going on over there. Because I think there's some more things going on over there that maybe you don't know about. They just sort of go in there, right? It's too fast, it's too slow, it's irregular. We need balance. We're going to get balance. We're going to get more stability. We're going to get a level of, predictability within the interaction. I think that's going to be the key. So yeah, definitely bring it up. Say, look, what's going on? Can we do this? And all this other stuff. But I'm just saying, I am just saying that is what I think about that Gemini. You never know, though. You just never know. That Gemini has a level of unpredictability that you just, sometimes they act a little bit too immature, but, some days they act a little bit immature, and you just gotta deal with it. You just gotta deal with it because, that is the way it goes. That is the way it goes. All right. Let's see. The karmic stuff with B is back. And thank you so much again for your donation. We got some karma thing. All right. In case you haven't been up on the Anne story, we got Anne has a person B and looking for a reconciliation. Got a project going on. And some of this level of karma sort of crept up. And one of the things, it was the Justice card with the Star card, which really kind of just points you, drags you in the direction of karma. I think there is a karmic relation, sort of a karmic connection with this particular thing. And I think that's kind of cool, right? Maybe we had a past life, had some interactions or what have you. I think that's going to be cool. But just have some karmic things happening. Now, we're going to use the Art of Adventure Tarot. This is a Kickstarter. So that's what, everybody loves that. So, but yeah, man, some of the Kickstarters are outrageously expensive. This was only like 40, I think that's it. What was going on with the chat and the donation thing? Scared to use my new card. Mizrak, PayPal has been around for like 20 years. I mean, somebody back me up. How many years has PayPal been around? I think they're secure. I think they figured out all of the SSL, the security things and what have you. But anyway, all right, let's see. Man, we got a little bit of that Four of Wands. I like that. Hermit, Queen of Cups, and the Wounded Warrior. I think sort of in this particular realm, the Hermit says that they're used to being alone. And I think that's where, because we've seen it before, right? You sort of had a little bit of a selfish thing here where they were just overtly selfish, right? They were just overtly selfish. Amber, I did not skip you. You're coming up next. But yeah, sort of that Hermit card. You just got to sort of put up with that. This is somebody who they approach things their own way, their own unique way, and what have you. And I think that's sort of how the karma has been, or how this relationship has been. And this is something where there are lessons to learn, right? They have lessons to learn. They're pushing you to a limit sometimes. You're sort of pushing them to their limit sometimes. And we're, provided with that, we're finding a way to balance that out. We're finding a way to work that together because we've been together before, and I think we'll be together again. I think that's the big thing. Queen of Cups says the biggest problem here is everybody gets too emotional. Everybody just gets too emotional with some of this stuff because that is water of water. And sometimes you do get like, oh, gee, so, what are we doing here again? Why are we doing this again? Why can't we just do this or that or things like that? I think that's going to be the thing. But yeah, the Queen of Cups, a little bit too emotional with this. Just don't approach it emotionally. Just approach it factually. Just sort of do what you need to do to make this better if that's going to be the case. Four of Wands is ultimately you have to get to a level to where you're just comfortable interacting and working with B. You have to get there. If that is not going to be possible, then we're going to have an issue, right? We're going to have to readdress it later, maybe in the next life or maybe in the future in this one. But we just have to get comfortable living with this particular individual, putting up with them, learning to deal with them, learning to communicate, because I think they're difficult to communicate with, right? Wounded warrior. We've had difficult communications with them. We're going to have to recover from those. We have to go forward, and we're definitely not going to get emotional about it, as per the Queen of Cups. Okay, but that sort of explains a little bit. This is called the Art of Adventure Tarot. If you look at my videos, go to the videos and look for this one right here. It's called Art of Adventure Tarot, or the Adventure Tarot, and it has a Kickstarter link in it. I could put the Kickstarter link in the chat too. Let me find it. Let me find it. What is it? Art of Adventure? Art of Adventure Tarot. There we go. Art of Adventure Tarot. It is on Etsy. There we go. Yeah, you can get it right now. It is on Etsy. Let me post a link in the chat for you to go pick that up. There we go. A link in the chat to pick up the Art of Adventure Tarot. All right. Wise One is next. Love forecast. What can we get done? How can we get the love? What can we make some love this week with the White Fly Tarot? Unzip the White Fly Tarot and make some mad, adventurous love. But yeah, okay, let's see. It reminds me of the Adventure Time. I actually think it could be based on that. I need to go read the page again. I back so many tarots, I only have so much time, but I think it could be based on that. But yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Man, we need a lot of tarots, man. We need a Nickelodeon tarot. We need a better tarot than this Star Trek. I mean, I'm really nervous about unboxing this. This could be terrible. This could be absolutely awful. I don't know. Man, we could unbox it after these readings. We only got 3 more readings to go. What do you think? Should we unbox this after the 3 readings? We could. May need a knife. May need to go to get a knife or something. Yeah, I may need to get a knife in order to unbox it. But yeah, okay, let's look. All right, love reading for the forecast 1 week. 10 of Cups. Something is good. Something is nice about the love. There is just either just good love, there's something happening with love, there's all sorts of interesting things going on here that we kind of want to embrace and at least look at, or at least try to look at here. 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family. That is an unusual deck, right? Especially for a week. So I'm kind of interested as sort of, where that's going or how that's going to work out. But yeah, you do have some good love opportunities here. The Sun with the 10 of Cups. Now, in my book, if you don't have it, link in the description, tarot guidance. So we have more time. We have less readings today. We got more time to screw around. I talk about the Sun. Let's go to the Sun here. Here we go. I'll talk about the Sun, the big golden shining light. Now, the Sun is also illuminating other cards within the deck. So to make a cold card warm, right? But it also will enhance greenery. And that is all about what the 10 of Cups has in it. Lots of greenery, lots of excitement, lots of adventure, lots of cool stuff happening here. But it enhances that greenery and makes it even better. So it feels like that love is just warming up. Love is enhancing us. Love is making us better. Like this warmth coming over us. We really enjoy what we're doing, how we're doing it. This week starts out making it happen. Page of Cups too is kind of like, there are some aspects of this I'm not prepared for. I mean, I'll be honest with you now, I'm not prepared for. But yeah, this is the way it is, the way it goes indeed. So yeah, looking good for the week. Oh yeah, Paula, I owe you a reading. Christina had donated for you the other day. Paula, let me know what your question is. Throw a question out there, Paula. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Okay. In the meantime, while Paula's typing the question, let's go back to Amber. We got soccer season coming up. Everybody adores, loves, and is passionate about soccer season. That's a fun game right there. That's nice, but yeah, everybody loves that. That was my favorite. It was one of my favorites. I did do a little football in school and, got a couple of injuries out of all of that. But I did soccer for a little bit, and I enjoyed it. And my child did soccer as well. All right. Anyway, how did the soccer season go for my son? 3 of Pentacles. Oh, man, it feels like either the coach or the team or something like that. Somebody ain't ready for the season. Let me skip to the chase. Somebody is just not ready for the season. You know what I mean? The 3 of Pentacles. A little bit of extra work that needs to get done to get things moving along, to get things going. I think that is going to be the big thing, the big sort of factor that comes in here. We need to prepare a little more, a little bit sort of loose, a little too loose as we start out, what have you. 7 of Cups. There's a lot of sort of very goal-oriented, very passionate kind of thing. We're going to get it done. We're going to do this. Once the plan gets fixed, I think that's going to be good overall. Ace of Wands says that we do have either something new coming, like some new team members, maybe a new coach, maybe a new matchup that we have with the soccer season, but there's definitely some new, fresh things coming through here with that Ace of Wands, right? We have new opportunities, new things. And the 3 of Pentacles, sort of a creation card as well. So you have some new things sort of hinted from there. Ultimately, 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family, says overall it looks pretty good. A lot of great things happening. We're kind of excited to start the season. There's an air of excitement, the air of anticipation as we sort of get through there. But I think that's going to be the big thing indeed. So looking really good. I like that. A lot of adventure, a lot of cool things. Do we have any sort of soccer-ish cards in here? Not really, but I just really kind of like that read. It looks pretty clean. All right, Julie, thanks again for your donation. All right, Paula has asked their question indeed. Paula wants to know, question, what lies ahead for me in September? Let's make it happen and see what kind of things, adventures, speaking of adventures, see what kind of things are going on. Careless Whispers likes the book. Careless Whispers, email me. I will give you a copy of it. Considering how much you donated before, you get a free book. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, we got a PayPal from Yellow. Yellow, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, wants to know about an MRI. We're going to make all the MRI things happen. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what lies ahead for doing September overall. Man, a lot of good things in September around here. Man, it feels like you're going to find a tarot deck that you absolutely adore in September. Like just first thing, right? Intuitive kind of read. You're going to find something in September that you just absolutely adore. As far as tarot, maybe it's a book, maybe it's a particular idea, maybe it's a deck. Something's happening that you really get invited into. Not a pentacle. It's just like, whoa, I found something that's fun, that's wild, that's weird, that's cool, that I love. It feels like this could be Cinnamon Toasty. I got your donation. Thank you so much. This could be the month for tarot for you. We're going way out on a limb right now. 9 of Pentacles. This could be the month. Reason I say that, 9 of Pentacles next to the Hanged Man. That opportunity, something weird, something wild, something you haven't seen before. You're like, whoa, what is that? I need that. That is definitely going to hook you into it. The Hanged Man, right? 4 of Pentacles is whatever it costs. I don't care. We are just gonna throw it out there. 4 of Pentacles is about getting the money, spending the money, making it happen. The chariot, we're moving forward on that. I think a lot of exciting things coming for you in tarot. A lot of cool things. You're going to be thrilled about what you see in September. I think that's going to be the September big announcement, big kind of thing. We're like, whoa, what is that? And that is always exciting to have that new deck. It sort of gets us back into tarot. You know, some days you're just like, nah, I'm just going to skip a reading today. But then you're like, oh, I love this one though. You get all excited, like painting, right? You get that painting. You're like, oh man, I need to do this particular painting. I think that's going to be the big thing. Sarah is going to be the big thing tonight. How will the manager going to react when I tell him I won't join any meeting unless he makes things right? right. Oh, Jesus. You're going to go hard line out there. Oh, my. Oh, my. Yellow, congratulations on the 41-inch monitor. Yellow, that thing gives me a headache, man. It gives me eye strain. Like, it gives me hardcore eye strain. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I'm probably going to have to return it. I'm probably going to have to return it, which is a shame because that thing is heavy as crap. It's like 40 pounds. But, you know, I'm going to have to return it. I just can't. The eye strain was so bad. Like, it was so bad. So I may be sticking to regular monitors. Let me Google like what causes it, see if there's a setting or something I can fix or anything like that. But ultimately, I may be returning it. That was painful. Give it to you. That's a $600 monitor. I will be returning that, not giving that to you. But yeah, you have 2 monitors already, and you're going to experience eye strain too. So I mean, you sit closer than me. You sit closer to the monitor than me, and that thing is eye strain central. Is it too much to look at up close? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's it. But I mean, the text is text. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Text is text. And so the text size is the same as another monitor. Why would it cause eye strain? Makes no sense to me. So I put it on warm light. I'm giving it one more day, and then it's got to go. Anyway, Christina sits like 5 inches from the monitor, right? So it'd be like, that's going to be weight. That'll be weight. It's something's up with that. Anyway, all right. You're going to ultimatum the manager, and we're going to see how that works overall. Oh, man. Okay. Let me tell you now, obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never tell off a manager based upon a random dude on YouTube. Right? We got that. We got that. Joan, welcome. 3 of Swords says they don't like it at all. They do not like it. Now, Knight of Wands, very defensive against it. They're like, wait a minute. We shouldn't have to go through this. We shouldn't have to do this and that and this and that. And I think that you're like, but you do. You do. I think that's going to be the big thing. No, they're very defensive about it. Ultimately, they don't like it at all. The Star. I think they gloss it over. They just sort of say, well, we'll do this and we'll do that. Well, we'll kind of do that and this. I really don't think they fully embrace what you're saying. They're going to gloss it over. They're going to Knight of Pentacles it, right? Just keep doing what you're doing. We'll take care of it. And they're going to give you a vague answer, but they do not like it at all. So if you're looking for that, you're going to tell them and they're going to go, boo! So just be aware. That is, that could be bad. I don't know. But they won't tell you that they dislike it. They're going to give you a generic, very business-like answer and what have you. But no, they do not by any stretch of the imagination like it. Okay. Okay, let's go to PayPal. We got a couple of PayPals. We got Yellow is up there in PayPal. Yellow is like, yo, give me a reading on an MRI reveal. What will happen when the MRI comes out? And what's a good MRI deck? Oh man, Star Trek deck? Maybe? I don't know. I think we're going to unbox a Star Trek deck tonight. I think so. I think we're going to box up the monitor tonight. We're going to take it back to Best Buy tomorrow. And yeah, man, that's such a shame. That's such a shame. The more I think about it, the more eye strain I get. Like it's not like 10% eye strain. It was like devastating. Anyway, Inner Traveler, welcome. Good to see you. Name again. This deck is wonderful. Which one did I just have? We've used a lot of decks, Inner Traveler, depending upon how bad your lag is. So if you're on a phone, the lag is a little more than if on your computer, the lag is going to be a lot less. So anyway, Inner Traveler, let me know, leave a comment in the description. So Inner Traveler, after the stream is over, We'll have about 5 minutes, and then you reload the page, and then all of the readings are on chapters. So you just click on the bottom and it'll go right to the reading. Anyway, so tell me what reading it was and leave a description, and I will look it up for you. Anyway, how's the manager going to react? We already did that. Now we are on the MRI reveal. 6 of Wands, Justice and the Lovers. Wow, couple of big majors here. I think the MRI reveals that you're going to be okay, or you're going to be fine. Is it devastating? Is it permanent damage? Obviously, I'm not a doctor, so entertainment purposes only. But yeah, the Lovers, I think it's going to reveal that you have a good match. We have a fix for this. We have a patch for this. Not going to be a problem. Not going to be a big deal at all. Justice card says everything is going to balance out. We have a fix, right? We have a way to deal with this. Not going to be that bad. Not going to be that devastating. Just, sort of go on, and not going to be a big deal. 6 of Wands, right? The Lord of Victory. We need this because you need a victory. You need something where it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be nice. I think that is the big opportunity for here. But overall, I think it's going to reveal that everything's going to be okay. You just need a little maybe therapy, need a little occupational therapy, what have you, to make it happen with that. Let's see. We got carols coming up. But before that, we had somebody made a dono, but I forgot. Was it Cinnamon Toasty? Cinnamon Toasty. Wearing her glasses now, still squinting. Who just came back? That was Careless Whispers. Thank you for your donation the other day. If you want Careless Whispers, I will give you a free copy of the Tarot Guidance book. So give me an email, or email me, and I will reply with a link to the book. Okay. Singing the Blue Lining on the deck. Okay, Cinnamon and Toasty donated over there. Let's see what Cinnamon Toasty's question was. Do love us some Cinnamon Toasty. Cinnamon Toasty, I do not see a question on PayPal. I do not see a question on PayPal. Do you want to let me know your question? And I will get you a reading. Let me scroll down. No, you did ask your question. I missed it. Man, there's something seriously wrong with the PayPal, with the YouTube stream. Something seriously going on with the YouTube stream. I don't know. We're going to go with that. All right. What does the Libra want to communicate with me at this time? We're going to balance out like a Libra does. We're going to use another new deck because we have lots and lots of new decks. And the favorite, the absolute most amazing and the most awesome deck is the Teddy Bear Tarot. Teddy loves the Teddy Bear Tarot. It's also called the Luna Bears Tarot if you want to pick this up. Everybody should have themselves one of these, you got to have it. You sent a screenshot on Insta. Thank you, Maruta. I greatly appreciate you. Let's see what the screenshot shows on the old Instas. The Insta says, what's your name, Miss D? Oh, that is, okay, the deck that you're wondering about, which is not this deck, was the Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore. Great deck, lovely deck. All right, so this is the Luna Bears Tarot. Knight of Pentacles, communicate with me. They're leaving. They're abandoning. They're leaving. They're exiting. So something's going on. I mean, they're making a motion, basically happening with that. Knight of Pentacles. You got to move on. A little bit of emotion happening with the Knight, with the movement, what have you. 8 of Cups, the abandonment, the leaving, and the 7, sneaking out, getting out of there, abandoning and leaving. Basically, they're just getting up and going. They're giving up. They're not accepting anything now. They're sort of moving on. They're not really going forth and doing much else. So yeah, it's time to go. This is one big thing. It is time to go. So yeah, the way it goes. Sometimes you gotta leave. Sometimes you gotta abandon it. Sometimes you gotta get out quick. That's what's going on. All right, should I accept the job? By the way, we just did a PayPal, by the way, in case you didn't know. So we got to catch up on all the PayPal stuff going over there. And I didn't click the button. There we go. The PayPal readings. Now we're back to normal. Now we're kind of back to the super chat. Everybody loves us a super chat. Oh, You know what I love? It is this tarot deck here. It is a little bit of a Vox Arcana. A Vox Arcana is what we're doing. Should I accept this job? Oh, man. Something tells me this is a multi-layered question. This is a multi-layered question over here. Eight of Pentacles, yes. Page of Swords. Six of Swords and a Knight of Wands. This looks pretty clean. I mean, this looks clean. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to go, first off, we're going to go with a thumbs up. Now, what do we got to deal with here? The first thing we have is eight. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Steady job, good employment, very, very sort of where I need to be, right? Where I need to be. Because a lot of jobs are like Three of Swords and like, nah, we're going to sort of quit after a while, or it's going to be a temporary thing. The Eight really points to something that's long-term, that's steady, that has the stability that we need within the realm of the job. And the Eight of Pentacles is just a perfect card for that question. Page of Swords. Just be aware, Carol, when you step in the door, you have no idea what you're doing. And I think that's going to be the big factor here because that hurts. You feel like, wait, I thought I was prepped. I thought I was ready. I thought I was sort of ready to go with this. It feels like I have no idea what the heck I'm doing right now. I think you just run into a dead end, like way over your head, or it's a little too intense, too much. Something's going on with that. Page of Swords says you just don't feel fully comfortable with how it is going. Six of Swords, it says ultimately you pick up steam. You get where you want to go. You're happy. You're content. You're pretty focused on what's going on. And overall, I think that's sort of the big quality issue that you want, right? Knight of Wands ultimately says, yes, this is a place I want to be, but that starting issue kind of put me back, got a little bit of recovery time, not going to be a problem. Should you accept it? All of these things are kind of negative. Let's ignore those, literally. Let's ignore those. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles. You literally cannot get a better card than this for your question. Like this is, if you had a 10 out of 10 rating, this would be an 11 out of 10. All right. And the fact that it's the first card really emphasizes take it, get it, because the first card gives you that feel for the rest of the reading. And that feel says that, yes, that is going to be your focus. That is going to be where you want to be. Long reading, but I like it because there's a lot of detail, you know? Anyway, YouTube user has another work question over there. We got YouTube user and a work question, and we got an R question. Did we do the R question already? I think we did. No, we didn't. I got the interview for the talent acquisition project on Thursday. What are the chances? What's going on? Let's get a little Baroque tarot using all of the fancy new decks that we got. By the way, we are ending soon. We still got a lot of readings to go. We are ending soon. I got to box up that monitor. Got to box up the monitor. I'm going to look at it one more time and be like, is there something that I can do to it to fix it? And then if it gives me a migraine, then it's got to go. All right. So what are my chances? Ace of Wands and the Fool. This is something you just have to embrace it no matter what they tell you. They're going to tell you this and that, and you're going to be excited about some parts and not excited about others. I think you're kind of fed up with the whole company in general. So the Fool ultimately says it's a leap of faith. That's going to be the big factor here. Julie, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Julie will be the last reading of the night. But yeah, the Fool. It's a leap of adventure. It's a leap of faith. And can you do it? Obviously, you can do it. It's not going to be a problem. So you have the opportunity here. Nine of Cups says you are excited about the opportunity, but ultimately the Ace of Wands says there's a lot of work to do. What are your chances? Very good. A lot of work to do. It's a leap of faith because I do think there are some challenges waiting around the corner. It's not the ultimate perfect kind of thing, but you just got to go with it and make it happen. Life's week. R totally want to be friends. Have found someone. I think R knows about me and A. might have seen a photo. I thought, is he a good friend potential? Okay, so you're just going to friend zone R and just kind of have R be around. Okay. So he saw you and A doing something naughty or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was not the tarot in Wonderland. Okay. Was it the little Buddha tarot? Was it the little Buddha tarot? This one? Let me know. That is another deck that I used. You know, again, I used a lot of decks. I don't know. The problem is that everybody is sort of, some people are lagged 5 minutes behind. Some people are lagged 7-10 minutes behind. Some people are lagged like 10 seconds. So I don't know where you're at. But anyway, there is a little Buddha tarot by Push Kitty. And search that. Maybe that is it. Like Joan is saying. All right, the little Buddha tarot. There you go. All right, this one, by the way, is not the little Buddha tarot. It is the Mons tarot by Joanna Nelson. Okay, we're going to go with this, right? Are they good at friend zone? I think the Four of Pentacles says yes. I mean, this is something where if you can restrict them, then they're kind of cool with it. Eight of Swords, a little restrict them. They're kind of cool with it. I mean, the Moon says they're already looking at your stuff anyway. If they weren't interested, they wouldn't be kind of stalking you kind of thing, right? So I don't think that you should ghost them or anything like that. I think that you should keep them around. No ghosting. Keep them around, see what's going on, you know, and just keep them around. That's going to be the big thing. So yes, I think there is a good possibility. I would recommend a friend zone indeed. I think that they'd be kind of cool to hang out with, somebody to go see a movie with when A is not available or whatnot. Big time fun kind of feel with that. Anyway, Julie, speaking of fun, how long before L dissolves out of R's? Make it sound like it's a hydrochloric acid spilled on something. How long before the dissolve happens with this particular individual? We got the Kawaii Tarot on this one, right? This one doesn't have Ganesh, but it has the Kawaii Tarot indeed. Blossom, it is your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday indeed, Blossom. All right, Julie wants to know, how long before L dissolves out of the life? Got to get out of here. We got to dissolve the plaque on the teeth. I don't know. Okay, let's see what's going on with that. Wheel of Fortune, be a little bit. Ace of Coins, Ace. We're gonna try again. I mean, this is okay, here's what's gonna happen. In my opinion, of course, the Wheel of Fortune, things go on as normal. It's like nothing happened. Maybe we're dragging it out, but things go on as normal, which is confusing to everybody. Let's admit it. Things go on as normal. And we have a couple of aces here, like, oh, we'll need to try it one more time. Let's give it one more shot. We can do this. If we give it one more shot, the opportunity is there. We're going to make it happen. This is going to be absolutely amazing. But reality is not so much. Wheel of Fortune, right? Not so much. Not really going to redo that. Queen of Cups is just too much emotional damage kind of thing here. We're going to drag it out. We're going to try again. We're going to be like, let's reboot it. Let's start it over. Let's try this. Let's try that. And ultimately, we're just going to dead end it. And the Queen of Cups is just going to be sort of emotionally irrelevant at that point, and you're just not going to do it. So, yeah. Man, I really think because we're dragging it out, because we're trying to it's going to be a couple more months at least. It just feels like a couple of months because we're trying to restart things. We're trying to make like it doesn't happen, like nothing's wrong. But it just feels like it's going to drag out for a couple more months, you know? That is the way it goes. It's raining. I'm jealous. We're supposed to get rain today. So we got about 30 seconds of rain. And then we resume the brutal heat. So I think I got 1 gazillionth of, or 1 millionth of a drop of rain over here. GK, wait, move, will S make towards me towards September and August? All right, let's see what's going on with that. I think that's what? Wah. No, that is not correct. Okay, what move will S make towards me? Let's find out what's going on. We got the anime tarot. This is the manga tarot. Sorry, not the anime. We got so many anime tarots. We got the reject anime tarot, and then we got the manga tarot. Or manga, depends on, potato. It all depends. It all depends on how you want to approach it. But this is a beautiful deck indeed. Let's see what's happening. Eight of Swords. Man. We have the 9, we got the Magician. Move the rest of September and August. I think they're going to come around and play some mind games. That's just what I say. Playing a little mind game here and there. And, it's just like a little bit of a waste of your time. I'll be honest. The 8 of Swords. It feels like that they can't really get any moves that are going to be substantial. They're going to be substantial because a lot of times they just want to do their own thing kind of thing. 3 of Wands, they see some open opportunities. I think they're going to catch a couple of those. 9 of Wands says it's going to be a mental game as far as the moves happen. So I think they're going to come in with a game. They're going to try another game, and they're just going to be kind of wasting your time. The big thing here is to intercept the game before it gets out of hand, right? Before it goes a long way. It's like a lie, right? You see the lie, you want to intercept it. You don't want to let it just wander off and do its own thing. But yeah, the 9 of Wands. You've had enough of the games. I don't think you want to deal with that anymore. Magician says they're good at it, but you do have to call them out and say, look, this is what we're doing. We can't do this. And ultimately, I think that's going to be how you sort of need to approach that. But yeah, I think that is going to be something you don't want to waste your time with. And if you can approach them and just level with them, I think they're going to be a little bit better as far as the moves go. I think they'll sort of give up some of that because I don't think they're really too invested in it. They're not just dedicated to it. So, just sort of call them out. Be like, look, we need to quit wasting time. Let's do something legit. Will the work from home for 3 weeks? Everybody loves working from home. That is the ticket right there. That is the best. That is the best because driving in sucks. Driving in sucks indeed. So you don't want none of that. Is what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Will they accept it? Will they do it? Earth Mother, 5 of Swords. Oh, the 5 of Swords, the Lord of Defeat says no. Ace of Wands, you're going to have to make the fiery action. You're going to have to make the move to come in. Man, it just feels like work from home, right? The Earth Mother, maybe a week if you get approved, but the Lord of Defeat says ultimately no. Ultimately, no. This looks like a literal thumbs down as far as that goes. So, I mean, I don't understand why you can't work from home when gas is this damn expensive. I think here's the thing, like a lot of these companies are making you come in right now when gas is ridiculous. They didn't make you come in when gas was cheap. They waited until gas was literally like LOL kind of price. You're like, what? Gas is what? You want me to come in? Yeah, I mean, get real. Get real. Ain't nobody got time to come in when gas is $1 gazillion a gallon. All right, let's go with our old-fashioned, stable, pretty much the staple deck of the stream at this point. The Gregory Scott Tarot. Everybody loves this. All right, how long before R and I get back into a good relationship? That's what we need. We need a good relationship. By the way, this is the last reading of the night. I'm here every night, except for date nights, and except when my internet goes out. But yeah, come on back. I'll be here 6:30 p.m. Central Time. All right, let's see. How long before I get into a real relationship? I mean, some things need to change. There's some requirements to get this happening. The Death card. There's some changes that need to happen in order for this to function the way that you want it to function, in order for this to function the way that it needs to sort of be going. It feels like the 4 of Swords. If we just put a time limit on it, then just, things aren't going to work out. We need to change some things. We need to address some things before we sort of get back into that. I think that's the big opportunity here. Ultimately, there's no time limit here. We just need to address what's wrong and make some changes. I think once the changes are done, we have a better opportunity. Knight of Swords is the thing. It's almost like once we repair everything, and once we fix sort of the tires, inflate the tires, get the motor running on the car runs pretty good. It runs pretty fast. Knight of Swords. Once certain aspects are fixed, it just rushes through, and it's like, boom, there it is. There's making it happen. Page of Cups reversed. The big thing is, don't be so emotionally tied to this that you just rush into it without the preparation, because the death card needs to be there. You can't skip over the death card like hopscotch or whatever. The Page of Cups being reversed says there's some emotional things here, but we can't skip over the important part, which is to band-aid up, fix some things. Once they're fixed, everything moves quickly. Everything is smooth. Everything goes the way that we want it to go, right? But we just have to band-aid up the issues before we're able to do that. And that is the end of the stream. I'm going to go box up my monitor. Thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all, and we will see you tomorrow.